Dear friends, we are now entering the most important area of these court crafting techniques, understanding. His Lordship's SM Subramaniam J, Honorable Justice, about whom we have discussed in the first lecture. Now I am going to take up the judgment. The entire judgment is based on principles of natural justice violation. What you have to understand now is there is about 400 to 500 pages of typed set and information. So many things have happened. And how are you going to convince the judge? And which are the points? You may be going on talking, and which are the points that will attract, or the evidence that is presented that is being appreciated by the learned, the Honorable Justice. This is the next part of our. So an advocate, when he is pleading, he would have been pleading so many things. The opponent would have been pleading so many things. And finally, when the judgment is delivered, what are the things that the Honorable Judge took it? This is very, very important. If you are reading normal case, you will see the judgment. But here is a situation, when I started in 2013, anybody comes and asks me, I will be talking, I will say, no, they have cheated me, they took apology letter from me, and that apology letter has been published, and therefore I admitted to the mistakes, as a result of which my case has become, they have cheated me. See, this is not a case in writ petition. Please understand. You are now before the judge and asking him to invoke that writ jurisdiction. And when you are invoking the writ jurisdiction, the certiorari rarefied mandamus, you have to plead only those violations which will be attracted and brought into the writ jurisdiction. Be very, very clear. Secondly, the facts, disputed facts, you cannot discuss before the court. Third, the writ proceedings go very fast. And my case was 80th, 80. And the learned judge, Honorable Judge will not have time. And you must make sure that the judge understands and appreciates your point of view vis-a-vis the point of view of the senior counsel. It doesn't stop there. You will have to provide him, assist him with the material, written submissions. That is very easy for him when he sits in his chambers to go through. Please note, this is a writ jurisdiction. Why it delays, and the judges, majority of them are burdened with so much of work. And it will be terrible for them to pass orders. And then there will be always adjournments taken by the weaker side. Senior counsels will come and present for the weaker side, because the weak respondent or petitioner knows that his case is weak. Therefore, he will engage a senior counsel who can only delay the process. And then the judge's time is only 3 months. Within 3 months, he will have to, a task is cut out. If he is not bothered also, he need not pass any judgment. Nothing can happen to the judge. So it is their own sincerity, it's their own dedication that makes these things happen. And SMJ is so much of dedicated judge for his passion to this work. So it is, I am lucky that the case came. I made sure that I will put up all these things, plead with him, and bring the matter to a particular conclusion which has happened now. So that is the problem. You see, time taken in a court proceedings so too late is because of the advocates. It's because of the system, which cannot be. Can you hear 80 cases in a day? It's impossible, humanly impossible. Very rare judges are there who will look into this. And once you reserve the matter for orders, you have to pass the orders. and a sincere judge will try to apply his mind and pass a judgment which will stand for decades to come. This is one such judgment which I would like to explain. So what is that we are going to understand is, what is that I pleaded that made the Honorable Justice to capture them. I repeat here once again, please see, when the case was going on, as explained to you, I am a teacher, this is the sum and substance of the case, which I never knew. As I went on appearing, I learned that. So you people have to learn, grasp these points. I am a lecturer, I was wrongly removed my case, and this person is a person who is used by the another president to achieve his purpose of attacking me. Now whether that comes under misconduct, you are initiating proceedings under a disciplinary jurisdiction. That is the level 1. Director discipline, you have to make a complaint. There is a standard form in which you have to write. So in that form you have, what are your charges? You are trying to bring the particular member to professional misconduct or other misconduct. Professional misconduct is something when you are doing the job of a chartered accountant, where you are testing functions you are executing, or as a chartered accountant you are performing the duties and there is something wrong. That is called professional misconduct. Violation of accounting standards, violation of regulations, violation of the way in which you have to do this process, all those things. But this is a charge that I brought him under other misconduct. So you must start the case when you are bringing a person to other misconduct. Whether the alleged charges, first of all, charges you are making with evidence, whether the charges are maintainable as other misconduct, and you should always have citations of Supreme Court. This is very, very important. This is very, very important. When you start a case, you will have to start from that place. Please remember, when you are challenging or when you are defending, you must think in that angle. First step is the charges are laid. Whether that charges at all amount to, if at all the charges are proved, whether such actions of the person concerned will be attracting the other misconduct. So that is the first step for your arguments. Now what is other misconduct? The several judgments, the jurisprudence of other misconduct is, here is you are a member of a noble profession. You are a member of a noble profession. That means this chartered accountancy profession, its survival depends on public confidence. Its survival depends on public confidence. So what is this profession? Profession is nothing but the members. Understand? It is nothing but the members.